The Four Horsemen, one of the most infamous stables in all of wrestling history. They dominated Jim Crockett Promotions throughout the mid to late 80s and are a staple of wrestling history that carries an amazing legacy. These original Four Horsemen were Ric Flair, Ole Anderson, Arn Anderson, and Tully Blanchard. They were known for their $1,000 suits, limousines, cocky personalities, but most importantly, their ability to kick whoever's ass they want. They spent the mid to late 80s terrorizing babyfaces all across Jim Crockett Promotions, like Dusty Rhodes, Magnum TA, and Barry Windham. Needless to say, they were a force to be reckoned with. Now, there are 3 men in AEW today geared towards forming a group just like this, especially due to this week's Dynamite. These men are Cash Wheeler, Dax Harwood, also known as FTR, and Shawn Spears. As on this week's Dynamite, after stealing a win from Jurassic Express, these 3 men, along with former Horseman Tully Blanchard and former Horseman manager J.J. Dillon, all put their hands together in a sign of allegiance as thoughts of the original Four Horsemen flowed in. But then, off in a corner, we saw Arn Anderson come out and flash the famous Four Horsemen sign that can only tell me one thing. The leader of this group needs to be Cody fucking Rhodes. With the star power of Cody, this group can rise to crazy heights and become the greatest faction in AEW to date. Let's get into why I think this can happen. Firstly, Shawn Spears. Although he might not be the leader or star of this group, he's one of the most underrated wrestlers in AEW today. We have seen him put on amazing matches against Cody, Matt Sydal, and Scorpio Sky, so we know he can work really well in the ring, and that's all we need from him. Not everybody on this team needs to be vying to be a top guy, and Shawn Spears can use this group to elevate himself to the next level and achieve the potential that all fans have seen in him, but he hasn't quite yet achieved. Secondly, FTR. They are the best tag team at wrestling in AEW right now. There is no doubt about it. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler put on the most technically proficient matches, and they do it with serious grit. In my opinion, they should have had a much longer reign as the tag team champions, and again, this group might be what they need to put themselves back on the map and in contention for the AEW tag team titles and the title of best tag team in the world. Finally, we have Cody Rhodes. Again, just like FTR, he is the best singles wrestler in AEW right now. The way he knows how to get emotion and tell a story in the ring has no bounds. He had great reigns as TNT champion, and he was the 4th signing in AEW and would act as the perfect Ric Flair leader of this group. Now, some people may say that Cody could never turn heel to join the Horsemen, as his dad Dusty Rhodes was a constant fighter of the Horsemen and hated all of them back in the day. They were the rich and powerful who looked down on the common man. But the truth is, Cody Rhodes is not a common man like his dad. The work that his dad did and the hard times he fought through allowed Cody to be brought up with a silver spoon in his mouth. This dynamic would create a perfect heel turn for Cody, as we would realize that he's giving up on the values that he was taught by his father, and it would also create an amazing rivalry with Dustin, because Dustin knows his father's struggles much better than Cody, and it might even lead to a great match like their previous war at Double or Nothing. This, combined with the fact that 2 members of the original Horsemen, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, are managers to these wrestlers, this would be a perfect faction that could lead AEW into higher ratings and next level feuds that could make stars. But with that, I want to thank you guys for sticking to the end and watching this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you liked it, maybe even share it with your friends. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.